Thank you so much, Peter, for coming in our channel. How are you?
I'm good.
So,
Okay.
listen, we're just, having a nice conversation, finding out who you are, what got you into LifeWave.
Okay. Well, little bit of background about myself. I've been in the direct sales industry for almost 20 years. I've been in the health technology field in the sector of network marketing all this time, even though I sold, skincare, health technologies, medical devices. But I stuck around the health technology for all this time, and the last 10 years got into frequency medicine, which is obviously signaling, PMF devices, and 3.5 years ago was introduced to this stem cell activation patch through my friend Marcy Preble, who I assume you already met numerous times. And from there, everything I knew about light technology, photobiomodulation, peptides, all that was a new language because this is a new technology that I don't think the world has seen before. But being here for 3.5 years now and developing a system, learning about the science more, growing with the company at a rapid rate has really just expanded our knowledge and really growing with this industry.
And you're wonderful by developing this system. This is something that has helped so many people. You are very, very smart in doing that.
Well, I mean, obviously being in the industry for 20 years, you didn't have success right away, right, Patty?
Correct.
Yeah, so you got to have to learn as you grow and see what works and doesn't work. And we understand that, direct sales industry, and I had a call about this training the other day. What's the difference between being an entrepreneur in the traditional world and an entrepreneur in the networking world? Is still almost the same thing, but we're dealing with people. And, this industry is all about really human behaviors, right? But we've been
Yes, it
programmed.
is.
Yeah, we've been programmed to do too many things. We're confusing a lot of people that are brand new in this industry and expecting a lot more responsibilities that should not be taught yet. Just like going to the gym, we can burn people out by teaching them the wrong tools, not showing them how to use those tools. And maybe the company sometimes can burn you out by not having the right culture, leadership,
Some
compensation.
don't even have any.
The most don't have any because, again, just like, any traditional business, you can have a nice restaurant, you can have bad restaurants, you can have nice nail salons, you can have bad service nail salons. You can have bad network marketing companies. You can have great ones. So again, it's up to you as an entrepreneur to ask questions, learn what to ask, what to decipher, what is good for your future, how to identify these companies, know what to look for. Again, reach out to not just one leader in this company, but multiple people, right? Because we're living in the times now where you can fake it to make it, and that's the wrong way to follow guidance, right, or coaching. If you're following the wrong person, it can be affecting to your career in the
One,
beginning.
one of the worst things is that people don't know how to do the follow-up, and that is kind of like they're wishing and hoping that the first thing that they'll say, they'll get a sale, but there's a way that you really have to go around it.
Well, I mean, we've created this system called the peak and pre-qualify, right? Again, it's exactly what you just said. Most people just join and they don't know what the reasons why they're joining, but I can tell you the number one thing is you got to have trust, right? You got to have that
Yes.
trust factor, whether you're a cold market or a warm market. If you go cold market and they don't trust the way you look, they don't trust your energy, they don't trust your words coming out of your mouth, they're not going to open up to you. Once they open up to you, you got to pique them. You got to know what they want to know, and you got to let them know right away what you want them to know.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get past that first stage of piquing, and that's why we came up with the question, what have you heard about stem cells? That is called a peak question, right? Because if you haven't heard about stem cells, and if that piques your interest, then you're asking, what is it? If you've heard of stem cells and you're like, why are you asking me this? Because you have finally found a technology that I can turn on your own stem cells with this now, right? So if that piques your interest, what's next? You got to pre-qualify them. You got to now share tools like websites, like testimonial podcasts. You got to give them something to look at so they can make their own decision if that's for them without you telling them what it is, how it works.
Exactly. Exactly. It's in their ballpark to decide if that's what they want to do.
Correct. And the industry has taught us, no, oh, get excited and just go hoorah rah. And, you know, just because of that, maybe they'll buy. But again, if they do buy, they can't do the same thing to their friends and their families. And then your duplication stops right there. So you better
Well,
now,
they get frustrated.
yes, they get frustrated. And again, frustration is just not knowing.
Mhm.
You just don't know. So you bet, you know, in the beginning, again, it's already so hard to make a friend, you know, or to connect with people. Make the most out of it. And that's why we teach the 3-3-3. Go through 3 people in the beginning, just like asking 3 people on a date, right? You get turned down.
Mhm.
Why did I get turned down? Maybe because I didn't pique her interest. Maybe because I didn't pre-qualify her to make her, you know, want to go to tea or coffee with me, right? Maybe, you know, so
Yeah.
it's just a way of life of how to communicate better. And again,
I don't think people know that. They're all about me, and then me and me and me, and they're not really listening to the people. I find that a lot.
it's part of, again, our society, our culture. You know, we're living in the 21st century. Everything is, you know, digitally now. We're all on social media. We lose the human touch. And that's one of the reasons why I love this industry, is because it's bringing back the human touch, meaning the human
Yes.
behavior, meaning that we actually have to look at each other eye to eye, belly to belly. We physically have to learn to go back to being humans again. And that is,
Use our
it
brain.
really wants to be. Yeah, use your
the
brain.
and be strategic.
Yes.
And nobody
Yes.
is really, I mean, it's not like it's a bad thing, but strategy is very important.
Step by steps on how you say things, what you do these days. That is the business. And the business is what? Simply helping other people's life become better. So the better you are at communicating, the better you can impact or influence the other person on some information that they need to know, then the results are on you. The better you do it, the better they will get it, then they can move on from there. But if you are not learning these skills, if you belong on a team that are not teaching you these skills, if everybody is just hoorah-rahing and getting excited about a product, but again, not understanding the steps on what it takes to go through a process, then again, you can get lucky, but I don't think you want to get lucky in this industry.
I'm interested in how you went to do the nail salons, and you did, not that I'm going to go there, but I might, or Katana may not. We actually, I've gotten a doctor, and Katana has a prospect of a doctor as well. And what would you say for, you know, tag teaming or, you know, providing service?
The thing is, I'm getting ready to do my B2B with salons, business to business, right?
Oh, good.
And again, it's just, I'm going to learn how to go through that process. I don't do B2B, okay, just to let you know. I'm in a part of my business where I don't need to do that, but I am doing it because I want to create a duplication model for my teams, okay, so for them to see what to do. And again, same thing with going to a doctor's office, going to a nail salon. Again, you're dealing with people. Now, a doctor might have a different responsibility than a nail salon tech. right?
Yes.
It's totally, you got to go through steps to get to the office. Nail techs, you just go there, but nail techs are only dealing with a certain amount of clients that is in the beauty. A doctor has patients that deals with health, right? What do these doctors want? Is that doctor really truly a doctor that wants to get his patients off medications? If you don't know that, how would you know?
That's true. It's like the doctor, the chiropractor I went with my friend with the other day. I could see the door swinging back and forth, like, just the door swinging open. And so my question is, would that be a person that would want it, or he's just into the repeat, the repeating of what he's doing
What he's
and
used
not
to.
really fixing?
Correct. So are you the solution to his problem? But if you're the solution, how does he know that you are that solution?
You have to bring a solution with proof.
Correct. So we have studies, we have websites, we have testimonials, but is he even peaked enough yet? Does he even know what this technology is in the beginning for him to even open that door for you to walk in to show him that? And that, again, is skill sets, relationships, trust. And, I can get dressed up nice and walk into any nail salon and ask the owners, hey, we're offering a newest technology in stem cells for the beauty industry, for your patients, your clients to benefit from this. You're one of the first ones in our neighborhood that we're approaching. Would you be open to take a look? Oh, what is this? What have you heard about stem cells? What is the benefit? Scars, collagen, nail, hair, fungus, bacteria, whatever, right? Is that important to you? It is. Well, there you go. Look at this, and if you like this, let's move forward. Let's talk more. So you see how it's kind of pretty easy once you get the foundation, but you got to go to the work. You got to go to the gym. You got to go do the walking. So if you don't have a network, that you can start from there, right? If you have a network like myself, because I've been in the industry again, I have enough warm market because I have a lot of friends, right? But I do want to do this B2B because I want to show everyone that you can do this, but you got to learn skill sets. You got to get trained, right? You got to know where to start the conversation and go from there. And that only takes time.
Big. And where do you teach?
I teach all online. I teach in our community. I teach in our Be Activating pages. Honestly, Patricia, I don't do a lot of the social media stuff. I'm very secluded, and I don't know if your viewers are going to understand that or not, but I can just tell you, you don't need all this social media presence to make a living. You don't need, but in today's time, it's a huge tool to brand yourself, and you got to brand yourself someday, some way, but to do interactions, I mean, you can talk to 10 katanas on the background and nobody knows, and you can be a successful distributor here and 79 years old without using social media, right?
Oh yeah.
Because just right. People belly to belly.
We just had Bob, and he was amazing. Bob is just wonderful. If you're not in this industry, you don't know how it goes.
Correct. And Bob is one of the old school network marketers. And as you can see, our community, we're not a hoorah team. We're just old school, belly to belly, people to people type of business. And that's what has gotten us to this success. But again, are we using more tools? Yes. Are we simplifying it for the brand new person to learn faster through the tools? Of course. But at the end of the day, you still got to learn how to go talk to people. If you don't have a database, figure out your database. Figure out your target market.
Get a book. Write something down.
Write something down. daily. If you've never been to the gym before, it's going to take you a year to really get used to that lifestyle, the eating habits, waking up early. Same thing with here. If you've never been network marketing, it's going to take you time to go make new friends, go to networking events, build your brand out there, learn the skills for, where you're not being too pushy, but you're really connecting with people on the today's times, in the real way.
Have you done any expos that too, or are you just belly to belly?
I'm belly to belly. I've done a lot of expos in my past. It's a great tool, again, to meet people. Okay, I'm always talking about just connecting and getting names and face to face. But to convert it, I have not seen yet a duplication process.
Yeah, no, I haven't either.
Not yet. And you and I, we talked about it. You've done it. I mean, I support all my teams that do it, but I tell them you're only going there to really connect and getting used to being around people, talking to people, okay?
And get their cards.
Get their cards.
Get everybody's card.
That's a lead. Do that 3 times a day, Ask for 3 people's business cards a day. That's a practice. That's a behavior, right? So that's all part of the growth, and again, being part of our community. I think if you're here every 90 days or so, you go through all our gyms, you go through all our podcasts, you go through all our trainings. There is absolutely no way.
And in your own time.
In your own time, in your
freedom.
In your own world. It's just, this is the way of the future. That's why I always train, fit us in your nooks and crannies, right? Because this world, people are coming back from COVID now. We're back here as people have different priorities, but people are still stressed out of their ass. But, people are still worrying about the future. People are still stressed about their health. Inflation is taking over now. There's a lot of things that are really stressing out families and,
well, it breaks families apart. This is just something.
Totally. And that's why we're here. And, I do this really, I want to help people. I want to help, breadwinners make sure that they're healthy enough so then they don't crumble down, and then, the children are affected, the family's affected, and the gambit, Patricia, it's happening right now.
You look amazing.
So,
let's hear about
I have
how
a
you're
question.
feeling. Go right ahead.
Go ahead, Katana.
What has changed for you since you've been using the patches?
Oh, okay. Then it goes right in line with Patricia. I mean, I've always had good skin. I've been in the health world again, but I feel like this technology, the patches, to me is like a tune-up. So it really has tuned up my body, meaning tuned up my collagen, tuned up my liver, tuned up my hair, tuned up every part of my body to regenerate and repair. And remember, the proof is always in the pudding, right? If the product didn't work, you don't have to tell me if it works. I can just look at you. Just show me your picture before and after. That's all we.
I noticed the neck is like amazing. I'm like, oh my God, my neck.
Yeah, so those are just little things, your skin, especially for women, the tightening and the detox, and it's just it's helped me with everything. But it cleaned up my brain, and it's just giving you like less inflammation, so your body can like breathe and just be relaxed.
How old are you?
I'm 45.
Yeah, but still, we start going down at this age.
Exactly. So again, I've done a lot of business, but the best business is the business of preventive healthcare, because we are in a perpetual market. We are here to have future business and business. So that's why we do the things we do here now.
Absolutely. Well, definitely. Oh yeah, it's definitely a pleasure to have you and to have you come on our show. And, you know, we're always following you and watching you. And, you know, it's a pleasure to talk to somebody that actually has changed his life, that has seen what the future is, that knows what a sweet spot in the market is.
Yeah. I mean, I just, again, in the last 10 years, I've been with 3 companies, and I've been in the beginning stages, meaning before they were even doing $100 million or $50 million. And I've seen companies grow, but I've seen them go stagnant, and I've seen them go down because of, you know, a product line can only be a product line. Sometimes compensation plans, leadership, owners, changes can really hurt or, you know, diversify things. But what I'm seeing here now, Patricia, Katana, and I'll tell this to all your viewers, when you truly understand what the foundation here of LifeWave is, when you truly understand where this technology is going and that we dominate this space, no competition, and continuously having more products coming out that is in the forefront of regenerative science, then what else is left? There is no supplement, no drug, no cream that can regenerate your cells, period. So let's get down to the basics. Let's talk to your cells, wake up your body, wake up your cells, wake up your body, your brain, your heart, everything up, and go from there, okay? You have to be part of a community now. So I'll tell all your viewers, if you are not part of a community, if you don't belong to an organization, if you're a lone ranger in your entrepreneur life, you have to make the shift. You have to reach out to YouTube or wherever this video is going to go now. Find us some way, somehow. Find this community, join us, and then start seeing changes happening inside out, outside in, into your life. So thank you for inviting me on these calls. I know sometimes it's just impromptu, but again, that is the freedom that we have to do this at any time, anywhere. And if any of this message resonates with any of your viewers, please reach out to these 2 beautiful women here and make sure that you're connected with them, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. You're a blessing, and I'm so happy to be here with you and Katana at this time. Any last words, Katana?
I just want to say I appreciate Peter for all the, you know, videos that he puts out and all the information.
Hard work.
And I love the whole gym, because if you're doing something wrong in the gym, you're just going to hurt yourself, and you're not going to create anything good. And you know, that scenario, I believe, is, you know, really amazing, because it makes you think about what you're doing.
Yes, and exactly what you just said. You know, it's a process, okay, Katana, but we have strong bodybuilders. We are already a developed team. We already have proven everything through this company already. The only thing is, do you want to open up the door, and are you ready to walk through that door? Yeah. Once you walk through that door, we're ready for you. Let's go.
Plug and play.
Plug and play. That's the way of the future, and I'm glad to see both of you, and can't wait to see both of you at the convention, walking on stage. Okay, just keep on doing what you're doing. And
how many times have you been on stage? Twice already?
Twice already. I've been to 3 conventions already with LifeWave since I started. 2020, 2021, and 22, and then get ready for 23. So it's on this year. I believe this is going to be the biggest one in the history of LifeWave. So all your viewers,
come out?
I don't know, but I don't know anything. I just stay quiet and just do my thing here. But thank you both for this beautiful interview. I enjoyed it, and
thank you.
We'll see each other again in the gym.
All right, see you at the gym.
And bye, Katana. Bye, Patricia.
Bye,
Peter. Thank you.
You're welcome.